summer evening on the island of Sodor. Frieda had arrived to the island of Sodor carrying an essential enthusiast train. She was very thrilled to be back on Sodor after her adventure with the Great Race events. Mr. Tom came out of his office to speak to Frieda. Well done, Frieda. I'm very pleased with your hard work. Make sure you greet the enthusiasts along the way and tell all back in Germany how thankful we are to have you on the island. Frieda smiled from ear to ear, and she smiled warmly to him. Then the guard blew his whistle, and Frieda popped out of the station on her way to Brendan Docks. Frieda was puffing out of the station. However, she wasn't told about the signal being damaged and the points being set towards the branch line. Frieda was diverted on the Thomas's branch line without warning. The workmen saw everything. Frieda rushed along the branch line, unknowing of what was to happen. But as she rounded the bend, she thought she could see some unfamiliar sights. She passed by a small junction, and then suddenly it happened. Frieda derailed, crashed into a field. Frieda felt embarrassed. She derailed at Farmer Cole's field. Thankfully, no one was hurt inside the coaches, and the coaches were damaged. Terrence, Trevor, and Farmer Cole and Farmer Finney saw everything. They were mortified. Sir Tom was rushed to the scene of disaster. Frieda, you weren't told about the switch there. Oh, God. I have to fire the workman who was responsible for this. I'll phone the breakdown gang. I suppose I'll do that too. Terrence and Trevor were in shock. Frieda felt embarrassed. Thomas, who was in a siding, was called to get the breakdown train. And soon enough, within minutes, he arrived back at the scene with the breakdown train with cranes in tow. The mess took some time to clear up. Bertie was thankful that no one was hurt, and so was his driver. I was talking to Gordon and Henry about the situation. I thought to myself, you know what? I'm going to help. I imagined myself away and back to Frieda. Wow, said Thomas, that's amazing. Well, I thought it'd be a nice gentleman and take Frieda to the docks. After all, a wounded lady can't go on her own. Thomas had to agree. Frieda blushed behind my tender and didn't know what to say. The passengers were jealous of my compliments, but had to lick their own wounds. And soon, I towed Frieda and her coaches to the docks. Despite the damage, she suffered minimal damage despite the accident. And the coaches, well, I don't know about that. However, there was a special adventure to come with a very unique engine on the island of Sodor. But that, of course, is a story, once again, for once again another day.